Hello, welcome to IBCC channel. In this video, we are talking about the OSPF external route summarization. So OSPF external route summarization, like this diagram shows. So external OSPF external routes is generated by the OSPF ASBR router. OSPF ASBR routers connect to the external network. When you do the redistributions, you can the external network routes will be redistributed into the OSPF. So, like this diagram shows, after the redistribute, you can further summarize these external routes from the small network into a large network. So this is called the OSPF external route summarization. So the command for doing the OSPF external route summarization, as this table shows. So this is for the Cisco routers configurations. Under the router OSPF process ID, you do the summarize dash address. Then you put the IP address and the mask. For this case above, the IP address here should be 30.0.0.0, and the subnet mask here should be the 255.255.254.0. Okay. So OSPF external route summarization nodes. So when we do the OSPF external route summarization, we should know this command is effective only on the ASBR that redistributes these external routes into the OSPF. Those command is effective only on those external routes that was redistributed into the OSPF by ASBR, on which the external routes summarization is enabled. What this means, take a look at this diagram below, right? So here is the two ASBR here. One's ASBR 01, another is ASBR 02. So for the ASBR 01, they redistribute the three external routes into the OSPF. For the ASBR 2, they redistribute the two small external routes into the OSPF. So if we're doing the external routes summarization on the ASBR 01 on this router only. So those summarization only effect for this three router here. These three routers that ASBR 01 redistribution into the OSPF only effect on these three routers, on the three routes. So for the bottom two routes that was redistributed by the ASBR2, the summarize route command on the ASBR1 were no effect on these two routers up below. So that's what it means. This command is effective only on those external routes that was redistributed into OSPF by the ASBR on which the external route summarize is enabled. Okay, let's go to the lab. Take a look at this lab. In this lab, you take a look at here, in the area 50, right? In the area 50, from the ACC 8-1, they connect to a external network. It's called the CX1 set A. Okay, on the ACC 8-2, they connect to another external network called the CX2 set-A. So on this first external network, there's two routes here. One is 30.0.4.0/24. Another is 30.0.5.0/24. On the CX2 side A, there is another two routes here. is one is 30.0.2.0/24, another is 30.0.3.0/24. So ACC A-2 redistributes these two two routes into the OSPF. ACC A-1 will redistribute the other two external routes into the OSPF. So this current setup. The goal here is we were doing the summarization on this ACC A-1, and then we'll summarize these two small routes, 30.0.4.0/24 and 30.0.5.0/24 into a large routes. So, okay, let's log in this router and take a look. Show IP route. So you show IP routes, you can see there's two routes, OE2. That means OSPF external type 2 routes. There's two here. One is 30.0.2.0. This is the one of the routes. No subnet. So subnet is here. It's 30.0.0.0/24. So this one the OSPF E2 routes. Second is the 30.0.30.3.0. It's another one. You will see there is another two static routes here. That's called the 30.0.4.0. That's 24 routes. Another is 30.0.5.0. So here the ACC1. Here the ACC1 route. We will redistribute these two static routes. That is the 30.0.4.0 and the 30.0.5.0 into the OSPF. So when we do the summarize on the ACC A-1, so the only effect on these two routes, which the ACC A1 redistribute into OSPF, and there are no effect on this existing OSPF E2 routes here, right? Even we the range, if we put the range, they cover these two routes will be now summarized. Okay, you can take a look here. To check this, we will see one more router here. Let's go to the OSPF area 0 core 1. This core 1 is a route inside the OSPF area 0. Let's take a look at the routes here. Okay, now we are in the core 1, right? Show IP routes. So we focus on these two routes. So OSPF E2 30.0.4.0 and 30.0.5.0. After we do the summarization, these two items will become one item, become a bigger subnet. Okay, let's do it on this. So show So okay, here did the redistribute static into the OSPF. Okay, now we do the summarizations. So under the OSPF, we do the summarize, and do the address. What do we want to summarize? So we want to summarize the route to be 30.0. Okay, so what do we want to see? We want like a summarize to the large range, which cover this one, 30.0.4.0, 30.0.50. Also, we want to cover these two routes, 30.0.2.0 and 30.0.3.0. Even we cover this, they don't have effect. Here I just want to show you there is no effect on these two. Okay, so I do this. I summarize this one to the 30.0.0, subnet mask 255.255.248. Okay, if we do 248, we suppose cover all those. 0, summarize. Okay, we did the summary. Take a look. SRO. So this is a command to the summarize these routes. Okay, so to check this, we will go to the core 1 to take a look again. Okay, this is the original. This is before doing the summarization. You see this this OSPF routes like this, right? So we said these two items will become to one item, and these two still here because that is not be affected because ACC the A-1 didn't redistribute these two routes. So let's take a look. Okay, you can see this one. So see there is a summarized routes. 30.0.0.0/21. This is our summarized routes because summarized routes with subnet is this, right? This is a /31. So and these two routes still here. These two routes still here. So 30.0.3. 30.0.2.0 and 30.0.3.0 still here because it's no effect on these two route because ACC A-1 didn't redistribute these two routes, so there's no effect. So then if you want to summarize these two routes here, you have to summarize these two routes on this one ACC A-2. So because ACC A-2 originates these two external routes, right? So you have to summarize from here. So if you want to see, let's do it. Okay, let's log into the ACC-A-2. Okay, so run. Okay, so ACC-A.2 didn't redistribute, right? So let's show IP route. So IP routes, you can see there's two static routes, right? Two static routes about 30.0.2 and 30.0.3 something. So OSPF did redistribute the static. So ACC A-2 redistribute these two static routes into the OSPF. So if I on the ACCA, I can further summarize this routes into a large route. Let's do it. Okay. So under the OSPF for size, then do the summarize address. Address here should be 30.0.2.0. I want to summarize this one to this 255.255.254.0. Right? I want to summarize these two routes. 30.0.2.0 and 30.0.3.0 into 30.0.2.0 subnet mask is 255.255.254. So okay, to check this, we can still go to the core 1 to check this. Okay, so this is before do the summarization. These two routes still here. Let's see what's the situation now. So IP route. Yeah, you see this changed. Okay, so it generated this summarized routes here. So this is 30.0.2.0/2023 here. And this is a new generated summarized routes. Before these two routes, before these two items become one item here. So we need to summarize. Yeah. Okay. This all about this OSPF external route summarization. Here I just want to emphasize one sense. So you remember OSPF is link states routing protocols, right? They need to keep the database, OSPF database, same in the same area. So for this sense, for this purpose, if a route receive the OSPF LSA, they cannot modify the received OSPF LSA. So the only chance they can modify the LSA is when this router generate his own LSA. At that moment, they can modify. So for this reason, so only ASBR generate the type 5 LSA if we do the redistribute. So at this moment, they can modify the LSA to make it the summarized to be a large numbers. So that's why OSPF external route summarization only happen on the ASBR that doing the redistribution. Okay, so this is all this video about. If you like this video, please give a thumb up. Thank you for watching.